What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. Today, Elliot and I are going to be listening to three random bands, kind of random. I think, Elliot, that these three records were across the best pop punk albums of all time list that we did for Kerrang, Loudwire, and Rolling Stone. And both of us were kind of unfamiliar. So we're going to check them out, a couple songs. So how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I think the Academy is showed up multiple times.
Yeah.
So we're curious about that. Acceptance, we kind of just dismissed immediately from the cover art when that showed up on one of these lists. And some people in the comments were saying Acceptance album is actually really good. It's actually a banger. And then Tonight Alive was another one we just never even heard of, never even seen this album cover. And some people were saying they're pretty good. Somebody are they Australian? I can't remember.
have
So
no
I thought
idea.
someone might have said that, but I should have double checked a little more research. Some people were talking about them as well. So it seems like these get a lot of love. So we're gonna give them just kind of like three songs right off the bat from the intro. We're gonna check them out, and the reason we do this is because I feel like giving three songs when you buy a CD back in the day and you listen to you're starting to feel if you're gonna listen to a full album, if you're into this, you get to like track three, and that's when you're kind of like either I'm switching the CD or I'm gonna keep going. So we're gonna see if we're taking the CD out or if we keep this playing in the car in their car ride as our mom takes us to school. So
And
listen to the Academy is.
I just want to give people perspective. I thought this was interesting. Like, I looked up the play count of each of these, and then I just kind of found a comparable sized band for like people who watch the channel. So the Academy is 342,000 monthly listeners, which is like slightly more than the Bouncing Souls.
Okay.
Acceptance 111,000, which is right around where the Flatliners are. And then Tonight Alive is the most popular one, 414,000 monthly listeners, which is comparable to the Wonder Years.
That's
Absolutely
insane,
wild, right?
Tonight Alive is the one I know the least about. Like, I've
Me
heard
too.
of Acceptance. I've heard of the Academy as I've never heard of Tonight Alive. So
Me neither.
they'll be the grand finale, so I'll be curious. Yeah, so we'll be starting with the Academy is Tension, Season, Slow Down. Then we'll be going into Acceptance with Take Cover, So Contagious and Too Far, and then Tonight Alive with The Ocean, Don't Wish, and Lonely Girl. And we're gonna rate each song, and then by the end of it, we're gonna rate just basically not like a full album, obviously, but like how we feel off our initial first impressions. Would we continue listening to this, above a 5 as we might keep going, below a 5 as we're taking the CD out? That's the whole gimmick here. So, but I guess whenever you're ready, John, we'll get into the first band, which is the Academy is, and the first song, Attention.
Let's do it.
So
This is Attention off of their album Almost Here in 3, 2, 1.
Attention, attention, may I have all your eyes and ears to the front of...
All right, that was, dude. I've definitely heard this song before. Definitely. I dated a scene girl for a while. Probably around the time this came out. So this is very familiar to me. Have you heard it?
I also dated a girl who's into all these neon pop punk bands in high school, and she liked the Academy is, but it doesn't sound particularly familiar to me. This song, off the bat, I mean, it has like a familiar quality to it, but I wouldn't say I've heard the song before. So, also, I just realized that I can listen to the stream now when you play it. It's like clear; it doesn't skip and stuff. Like that.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, it sounded good actually, so I had to switch back and forth real quick last minute. But yeah, the song overall though, did it hold your attention, John? So
It was definitely better than I thought. I actually like how heavy the guitars are. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty good. Like, honestly, it was much better than I anticipated. I mean, I heard this, but that would have been like 2007, I would guess. I'm not sure when this came out, but probably like around that time. we don't have our scale named, but the scale is here. What we're gonna do is point to where it made us feel, and then give it a numerical score in case I don't remember if we said it. So Elliot, I'll be honest, my excitement and my expectations were both very low for this tier list. So with that in mind, this exceeded my low expectations. So I'd put it like right here. This Smiling Guy, I thought it was pretty good. I would give this a in terms of like a neon transitioning from emo to neon era pop punk song. I thought it was above average for that era genre. So I'd go 7.5.
Dang, okay. That's pretty high. Okay. Yeah, I thought the song was pretty decent. I don't know. I didn't feel there was too much special about it, to be honest, though. Other than I did like the production on the guitars, like you said, how heavy it sounds, like a little grungy tint to these guitars on it. You don't hear that too much on these type of records, so it was a cool little transition. And the vocals were good. I like how he sung the very catchy chorus, but I don't know, it didn't do too much for me. I'm a little firmly in the neutral phase since we don't have names here, so I'm in the neutral phase. I'd give this like a 6.5. I'll go one lower than you. I thought it was decent. It's a decent opening track, but it didn't blow me away or anything. So.
It's very like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco sounding.
Yeah, it's very Fall Out Boy is a perfect example for.
Yeah,
I could see them doing something. The attention.
Totally.
100%. Yeah,
this is definitely one of those like clones that popped up around the time of Cork Tree.
This Cork Tree 2004. This 2005. Yeah, makes sense.
I'm not sure, when did this come out actually.
I think it's 2005.
2004. Wow.
2004. Okay, ahead of the time. Maybe Fall Out Boy copied them. We got to figure out the month.
Yeah, I thought this was later.
Yeah, I thought it was way later too. I thought it was like 2005 or 2006.
Yeah,
so
me
is
too.
it really 2004? We had to double check that.
That's what Spotify says.
Spotify's wrong all the time, though. I do the polls, and they're wrong so much. You cannot rely on Spotify.
It says both 2004 and 2005, like right on top of each other. So I don't know. So you ready to get into track number 2 from Academy is Season?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get right into it.
The second 2 songs we picked out are both longer. This one's 3:35. The next one's 4 minutes. So
I didn't pick them out. I just did the first 3 tracks.
We'll see if it's worth extra runtime. So this is Season. We're gonna start it in 3, 2, 1.
Wake up, think fast. 3 weeks have passed.
All right, Elliot, that was Season. What are your thoughts here?
I'd say, other than needing to cut chorus out at the end, it's pretty. It's the they do the chorus like 3 times at the end after the build up. But it was really good song, honestly. I thought it was really catchy. I like the guitar work in it. It's very familiar to Fall Out Boy style and Panic at the Disco, but definitely still like in that like all-time low vein and stuff like that too. We're getting there, but it's one of the most unique sounding neon pop punk records I think I've heard. I'm enjoying the sound so far. I think other than cutting out a little bit towards the end, the song is a little too long. It doesn't need 3 choruses at the end. They don't really do too much different either. But I'll give this like a solid 7.2. I think I liked it better than Attention, but yeah, it needs a little music cut out. I mean, when that chorus came back for the first time, it was like bubbling up in my throat. Like I almost wanted to sing it. It was catchy. It was very catchy. But then it did it like 2 more times. I was like, all right, we can wrap this up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, I think Attention was better. This one was a little slower, a little more mellow. It didn't have the heavy guitar parts that Attention did. It totally dragged for me. At first, I was like, okay, this got a nice catchy verse, catchy chorus. Yeah. I think both of the bridges so far have been pretty lackluster. Like, there's not a lot going on in the bridge. It's just kind of like a very simple just guitar riff. It's just like very, just a very slight variation off of the main riffs. Man, this thing really kind of fell apart for me in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Sure.
I would give this one this is very middle of the road emo neon song for me. I would give this a 4.9.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't really care for this one.
I can tell. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I mean, let's
And
so
right,
you gave Attention a 7.5.
Yeah.
I gave Season 7.2. So we're still like kind of probably in the same general area so far. But let's see if Slowdown can bring John back up and keep me at the same level here. So are we after Slowdown? Are we gonna pop this CD out, or are we gonna keep letting it play? Let's find out.
Yeah, here we go. Slow down in 3, 2, 1.
Close the door.
Hey.
All right, Elliot. Keeping the CD in or popping it out?
It's tough to say. I think this song is the most popular on the album. It's a single, and it's good. This is definitely like the fastest song. It has the slow build up into this fast, like Paul Mutin vocals, and has a great chorus. It's very, very Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Like, very Fall Out Boy. It's insane how similar it is. I can hear Patrick Stump. That's his name, right? I always like get it mixed up. Okay, singing this as well. It's a 4-minute song. I don't know if it needs to be, for my personal taste. I feel like we once again do the chorus, a couple times too many towards the end there. But I think it's the best song so far. I don't know. I'll give it like a 7.4.
Okay.
I thought it was good. It dragged a little bit, but I thought it was better than the first two.
So we're both kind of into this band, which is strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this song too. I thought this was super catchy, especially like where it's like that Hollywood Hills part kicks in. That was catchy.
Really good. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
His singing style is very contagious.
Yeah.
It makes you want to sing along, like definitely. So
I would say like I feel pretty similarly about Attention in this one. This is
Attention might be higher for me just because I was swapping back and forth for the first 30 seconds of the song once I realized I could say it here. So
they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar songs.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at, man. Like, would I keep listening to this? Probably not. It's for like this exercise, I thought it was good. It's definitely way better than I expected. Like these songs are probably going to be stuck in my head, but like overall, this isn't really my style of music. So I'm weighing that in. Like, and I keep saying it, like for this era, which is where I kind of checked out on whatever was like popular. Like I've never been a Panic, Paramore, Fall Out Boy fan. This is under that same umbrella. Like these are all bands I skipped. For a reason. It's just not really my thing. But like if somebody was put this on, I'd be totally okay with it. Like I think this is like just catchy pop punk songs.
What are you, 7.5 as well?
I think so. Like it's a 7.5, but it's a 7.5 for the purpose of this episode. Like that's like I just find this inoffensive.
Yeah, individual songs always are on a different scale than the full album.
Yeah.
Even if you overall like a whole album, like even if I'm not like love it, but like think it's decent, would you go back and listen to the full thing? So the full album's going to be lower than each individual song. That's usually how it is. Or it could be higher. Maybe individual songs you didn't think were that great, but the record itself, you're like, I like how it's works all together. So. I would keep this going if I was in the car. I don't think I'd take it out. I would. So if mom was driving me to Sunday school, I keep the Academy as in and give them a listen through. So not blown away, but I say relatively surprised and a bit impressed. it's definitely not like just the sugary, poppy, neon pop punk that I think got associated with that era. This is definitely more in the Fall Out Boy Panic
Yeah.
thing, and I enjoy this definitely more than Panic at the Disco. So
Yeah, I've only heard one Panic at the Disco song ever, which is the
yeah,
I don't know what
I
it's called.
chime in.
The goddamn door song. It's the only song I know.
Yeah, I
Um,
write sins, not tragedies. Yeah.
That's the only one I know. And this is like I would put this like right on the same level as that. Like that song's pretty good, and it reminds me a lot of this.
Okay. Yeah. So you're taking the CD out.
Yeah.
But you like what you heard, but it's not your thing, and I am like not enthusiastic about it. But I'll keep it going. I'll keep it going for a few more songs. So
Yeah,
I
let
think
it
it's
wear
pretty
itself out.
positive. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta get my money's worth. I just I get one CD a month. All right.
Yeah. All right. So we want to move on to the next band, which is Acceptance. This is Phantoms. Was on the first list we did, which I think was Loudwire, right?
Yes. Yes. And we both
Loudwire's
were kind of-
top 50 pop punk albums of all time. I've never even heard of this band.
I've heard the name. I've never listened to him. I've never seen the album cover. We were kind of roasting it, saying it looks like it belongs on the shelf next to Evanescence and like
Yeah.
Flyleaf.
Or
something.
like 13 Ghosts or The Sixth Sense. Like what are
Yeah.
those, that's what it looks like.
Yes.
The Happening.
It does. It does. It does. It's like a M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people in the comments were like, no, Acceptance rules. You got to check out Acceptance. And so we're doing it. Not a full album, but 3 songs. So we're going to give them a little listen here and see how they fare up against the Academy Is.
I'm just like,
So which we...
yeah, I'm just looking. So Academy Is was on Fueled by Ramen. This is Sony. This is a major label. Acceptance is a major label album. So expecting some big production. We'll see
do
though.
it.
You ready to kick it off with Take Cover?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. This is Acceptance. First listen in 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot. You were rocking out over there. So let me hear your opinion first.
No, it was all right. It was just okay. It was fine. I mean, it's pretty inoffensive, just pop punk of the era. I don't see nothing special, but there's a couple elements that are pretty cool about it. The like the drum and bass style drumming for one of the verses that was really cool. And it was catchy. It did what it had to do. It's the first track. I don't know. It's fine. Like a 6.2. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
alright, I guess.
It sounds like just a lot of what was happening on Tooth and Nail records are like around this time. It's got like that crystal.
Definitely.
The production is crystal clear. Those guitars sounded huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of bland though. I thought like once it started with the piano and then all of a sudden it was like boom boom, like it kind of like hit me like that was really nicely done. But like I was kind of bored after like I feel like I've heard 1,000 things that sound like this and I don't really like any of them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'd be like, this is nothing exceptional or unique by any means.
Yeah,
True.
it's not really even that catchy, honestly. I would give this like a 4.2. This is just middle of the road tooth and nail 2000s tooth and nail fodder, I would say. I could see this
Alright.
on like just a random Warped Tour compilation.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely. It's a song. It would maybe it would show up on like Atticus dragging the lake or something.
Yeah.
So
2007 Hot Topic. Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
not really my thing, but maybe So Contagious picks things up a little bit. You ready to give it a go?
yeah, let's do it. Let's do So Contagious whenever
All
you're
right.
ready.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a hit at the youth group.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the youth group kids would be, you know, they'd be rocking out to that song. But I wouldn't. I hate that song. That song kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That song is. I don't hate it. It's very boring. What the hell? That's the second track too. Is this like the most streamed one as well?
Let's
Let me double
see.
check. Is this the single?
Yeah. 18 million plays.
Yeah, that's a single. Really? That song gets 18 million plays? What a generic, boring song.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it, honestly. It's not really catchy. It's not interesting. There's really not much going on. The vocals are pretty copy and paste what everyone else was doing at the time. It's not like he has a standout vocal style or he has a really great range or anything. I mean, he's a better singer than I am probably, but
He's a pretty I think the vocals are pretty good tone wise.
yeah, tone wise, yeah. It's just the style is just nothing unique we haven't heard before. I don't know. I give this like a 4, like a 4. I'd skip this track if I listened to it. Even when I was a kid, I'd skip this track.
Yeah.
So
This is
if I
like
was a kid, I'd be more likely to skip this track.
yeah, this is edgy moms who are waiting for a deluxe edition of Jimmy Eat World's Clarity Rock. This is I didn't like this at all. I was totally checked out. My friend my friend Bobby, who comes on the channel once in a while, would eat this up, but no.
Really?
Oh yeah, he would love this. I give this a 1.5. I hated this song.
It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna go as low as you. I feel like I'm always a little more generous. My 4 is basically John's like 2. Just say I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, I just oh god.
Uh,
You're right.
yeah.
Like this is youth group rock.
This youth group rock.
How did
dude,
this
yeah.
top 50 pop punk albums of all time? Hell no. Hell no.
Also, multiple people were commenting about
No
this.
way.
Man. That's crazy. This is the second track. I mean, maybe they get better. Maybe the single just sucks. So we have one more song to give them a chance for. If M Too Far kicks ass, maybe we'll keep going. M Too Far needs to be like an 8, though, dude.
Yeah.
For me to keep this going. So M Too Far has got to be real fucking good. So
Just got to be a version of like In Too Deep. But,
yeah, because I'm in too far.
all right, let's. Expectations are rock bottom. Let's see if we
pretty
can.
low,
Let's
pretty
see
low.
if they can turn it around. 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot. I was gonna bet you money that this was produced by Neil Avron, who like did Hoobastank and Amberlin. I was wrong. It's Aaron Sprinkle who did a lot of stuff with Tooth and Nail and MXPX.
Dude, I was about to say this sounds like tell me wrong. 1,000 Foot Crutch. If 1,000 Foot Crutch was a pop punk band,
Yeah.
it sounds very similar to like even some of their vocal stuff. And I mean, 1,000 Foot Crutch. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather listen to 1,000 Foot Crutch than Acceptance.
I don't really know. I don't think I've listened to them before.
1,000 Foot Crutch has a few bangers. I mean, it's not pop punk. It's more like trapped style.
Oh god, Trapped is horrible.
I mean, they're honestly they're much better than Trapped. It's just the closest comparison. Yeah. Come on, Headstrong's all right.
Headstrong sucks, dude. I hate that song. I hate
my
that
thought.
song.
I would say this: if 13-year-old me, Headstrong was a bot for 13-year-old me,
Oh, God.
and if 13-year-old me heard In Too Far, I'd probably keep going. But that was with me having almost no knowledge of punk music at all. So, like 30-year-old me would up this out of the CD player right now. So.
Dude, I would take Hoobastank over this band. This is like neutered Hoobastank.
Yeah, it's very just it feels a bit like compressed. It doesn't have too much like energy behind it. It feels lackluster in a lot of ways. I'm not into it. I don't like it. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. So I would not keep going with this. I'd give this song I mean, it's not as bad as So Contagious. I give it like a 5.5.
Yeah.
So
Would you like, I don't want to get into semantics, but would you consider this pop punk?
I mean, yeah, I mean we're getting close to like an alt rock sound.
Yeah.
Of the time, but I mean, so far, if I was listening to it, the first thing I wouldn't think is like pop punk. Maybe.
No.
I might actually, like the Academy is definitely, but I'd have to listen to more songs because if I listened to the first 3 tracks off of Paramore, I also wouldn't say that was a pop punk record. Which I
True.
guess I still kind of don't consider it a pop punk record. there's a few pop punk songs on it. It's like an alt rock song.
Yeah.
Alt rock album with a few pop punk songs on it.
This is totally alt rock. Like,
Yeah.
this is just like, yeah, alternative rock, emo.
Yeah.
This is the best song of the 3. Do you remember when I gave Take Cover? Somewhere in the 4s.
Like a 4,
yeah.
4.5.
I'm going 4.7, which is much higher than I really feel about this song. It's kind of very boring. Stadium Christian rock stuff. So yeah, it kind of this album kind of sucks so far. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't continue listening to this. If we had to do a full reaction of this album,
God.
it would be a miserable
no.
Sunday. So I think I could stomach the Academy is the
Me
full
too.
record. I could do that pretty easily. If it kept up with that pace, it would be a fine time. But this would be painful. Also, there wouldn't be anything to talk about really. Every time it'd be like,
it's all right. Yeah,
I don't know.
some
So-
neutered Jimmy Eat World style alt rock.
Yeah, AI
No
generated
thanks.
futures by Jimmy Eat World.
It reminds me of the older Jimmy Eat World. Clarity with maybe a mix of Bleed American, but not
You
nearly
can't
as
say-
good as either of those.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, you can't
Yeah,
say that.
not nearly
like,
as good.
I like Clarity.
I like Bleed American quite a bit, but
Yeah,
no.
but Bleed American is an awesome record. But all right, let's get into this final. This is the most popular one, right? This is Tonight
Which is
Alive.
this is I never heard of these guys either.
Yeah, hopefully this picks us up a little bit because I mean, Academy was decent.
Yeah, I agree.
Decent. Acceptance is not very good. It's the words I'd use to describe them. And Tonight Alive, let's see if they've earned their spot as having the most streamed.
Okay.
So, or most monthly listeners. So,
All right, so we're gonna play the first track on the album called The Other Side. It's called The Ocean. In 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot. The Ocean by Tonight Alive. What are your thoughts?
I'm sorry about making you go through this, John. You know, I did.
Maybe next time we could do like 5 bands, 1 song each.
No, I like the 3-song thing. It's a fun gimmick. It's just we have to listen to 2 more Tonight Alive songs, and that's just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The Ocean. So I guess I was wrong. When Paramore came out, I said there wasn't very many copycats. It was one in Australia. This is an Australia band. It's Tonight Alive, and they're keeping up the tradition of being very boring in mid, as Paramore's was as well. Except, I mean, Paramore started off had a few bangers, so I don't know if we'll ever get to the Tonight Alive bangers, but The Ocean is just a boring intro, dude. Like,
Yeah.
What a bland. Dude, I thought this was like a 4-minute song, 4-minute plus song, and I
It
was like,
wasn't?
man, no, it was 3 minutes long, dude.
If you told me that was 5 minutes, I would believe you.
I was listening to it. I was like, oh man, I feel like we should be at the end, and it just kept going. I was like, man, this is like a 4-minute track, and I checked. I was like, oh, this is only 3 minutes. Yeah, I might actually like So Contagious more than this. This is pretty rough, to be honest.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Maybe not. What did I give So Contagious? A 4?
Yeah, somewhere in between 4 and 5.
Okay, I'll give this like a 4.2. So not very good. I would skip this. So I will say this: out of all 3 of the bands, this is the one when I heard the first song I wouldn't continue. So I mean, Acceptance is a little rough, but I might give it one more song. Like I wouldn't continue this.
yeah,
We're going.
really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
What do you think, John?
I think this is better than Acceptance, in my opinion. It had a little
Better
bit.
than Take Cover.
it had a little bit of flavor on it, like not much, but I mean, Acceptance was just like so by the numbers boring.
So Acceptance is like a saltine with no salt, and Tonight Alive is like a saltine with salt. So,
I mean, that salt makes a big difference on a saltine, Elliot.
I guess they are called. You can get no salt saltines. You know that, right? Oxymoron, if I've ever
little
heard
oyster crackers. Yeah, the Acceptance is like an oyster cracker.
They go great with other things.
Yeah. Landfills. Yeah. I didn't. I mean, to be like completely truthful, again, we're neglecting the scale as always.
It's fine. It's made me feel sad. It's made me feel a little I'm like, I'm not pissed off. I'm just like, man.
I think like we should revise the orange guy that he's like asleep, because that's where like a lot of these make me feel.
We need a third tier past angry where we're just sleepy. Like, I'd rather be mad at something than asleep. At least I feel something.
I would rather be asleep than I mean, say what you will about this song, but it's just like a boring song that you may probably hear in the mall at, like, you know, some kiosk that repairs cell phones is blasting this song. It's like
sure.
I'm like where am I? I'm in between like this sad guy. I'm sad that I have to listen to 2 more of these songs, but the song itself didn't make me sad.
I think it was crazy. This felt like a 4-minute long song.
Yeah, so. I go 2.5.
And the next 2 songs are longer, dude. Oh my god. Okay. We just got to get into it. Let's just not at 2.5. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just dive into Don't Wish and get this through. This
okay, 4-minute song. Don't Wish. Yeah.
This was almost 4 tracks per band, by the way. So this.
That was a good last minute decision.
Yeah, I was like, let's drop a song. So.
All right, here we go. Don't Wish in 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, dude.
All right, Elliot. Don't wish. Don't you wish it was longer? It was 4 minutes enough for you to get a good opinion about this song?
Man, dude, that was rough. That was very boring. That's crazy. Once again, I feel like the Academy is so far the only pop punk band.
this is not pop punk. Like
this is not pop punk at all. Which I would have said about Paramore as well. But I'm not gonna lie. The Paramore album was already better than this. Like, I feel like the Paramore album at least had a few better hooks and stuff like that than this has had so far. This is really, really boring. Really, really boring. This is like just like stuff that's like on the what would it be? What's the radio that everyone had? XM. What is it? Sirius XM. Like the rock station. Like the faction. This is the stuff that would be playing on that radio station, and I would never listen to this. This is boring. This is some of my least favorite type of music right here, so
this is like industry plant Paramore clone nonsense.
Yeah, from Australia. This is Australia's answer to Paramore. So
I don't want to listen to another one of these songs. This band freaking sucks, dude. This is top 50 pop punk albums of all time. Get the hell out of here. Absolutely not.
Who did that? Wasn't that Kerrang?
I don't know.
Or was it Rolling Stones? I have to look. Yeah, but whoever did that, that's like there's this. I don't know who did it, but there's some choice they made to be like, oh, this is like a band not a lot of people. Well, apparently they have a lot of. How many monthly listeners?
414,000 monthly listeners.
That's crazy, man. I swear, we're alone out here, guys. You know, all of us rock fans who like, you know, music with energy and personality. We're alone out here. There's not many of us. So, you know, join the Discord down below if you like personality and energy in music. This is void of enjoyment for me. This is a 2.
2 out of 10. They have as many monthly listeners as like MXPX and Screeching Weasel combined.
Yeah.
Elliot, I would rather ride that escalator on the album cover up and down for an entire day than listen to another one of these songs. Like,
That actually sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
To be honest, right now that sounds exciting. If I was on an escalator, I'd be like, "Oh, this is pretty fun."
yeah. I at this point, like, I don't know if they're suffering because this is the third band, and I hated Acceptance. And I hated.
No, dude. This is if this was better than Acceptance, it's not bad. Come on, at this point, Acceptance is slightly better.
Yeah, this is trash.
So we got to do the last song. We got to do it. We just got to, for the sake of authenticity,
the integrity of the list.
the integrity of the list. We got one song. It's not as long as this one. This is the most popular song.
Oh,
though.
here we go.
So it's called "Lonely Girl." I hope the gods an acoustic track so I can. I've got some, I think I got some subscriptions to cancel. So we can
It's just like, why do we do this to her? So this is our Sunday morning. I'm listening to a bunch of terrible music and just like voluntarily.
This happens every time. I know, we gotta find a way. We gotta find something that's like not a way to mitigate this. Maybe just I think we're done with the pop punk reaction stuff, anyways. For a while. So we'll find something else. You guys, if you like this style, this format at least, I do like the format. The format rules. It's just the bands are not hitting right now.
Oh.
If you got some bands, we could add it to it. We could do like 3 random skate punk bands maybe we've never heard of, or 3 newer bands that we haven't checked out as well, as a way to give them a listen. So hopefully something with some energy.
Maybe people like seeing our like serotonin just deplete over the course of 30 minutes.
People love watching suffering, so yeah. So that's why Holocaust documentaries.
Oh my god, I don't want to take it that far. Let's get into "Lonely Girl." Let's put the nail in this thing, Elliot. This is
let's get it over with.
"Lonely Girl," the final shovelful of dirt on us in 3, 2, 1. All right, Elliot. Enough of this turkey and cheese rock.
Yeah.
My wife texted me during that thing. She could hear the music. She says, "What the actual fuck are you listening to? It's trash. Turn it off." That is not a joke. I don't know if it's not gonna. That's literally what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is garbage, dude.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best song, but like, what do you say? The best song out of a song that was a 4 and a song that was a 2.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like 5. It's a skip still. I'll give it like a 5, I guess.
Wow. This is like Baby's first rock album to me.
It is. Yeah. I mean, like it's entry level. I don't really know. I mean, like it's. I guess it's passable as a song. Like if this came on in the background, I would just be like, whatever. But actively having to listen to it is pretty awful. I mean, I'll do 4.8. Like I said, I don't think it's as bad as The Ocean or Don't Wish. I'll go below a 5 because this is a definite skip.
Man, you don't want to just sit in a circle drinking mocktails listening to this?
I don't know the context of when to listen to this. I just assumed this is just the music that like my emo scene girl cousin and her friends would listen to in the car, and it was awful. It was so painful. It was always terrible. I was like, this sucks, dude. And I was never able to play anything. I always had to sit there and listen to this garbage ass music, and this is what they would play, shit like this. This is this is 2011, which sounds like it's from 2004 or 5. This could also be on Tooth and Nail.
Yeah, totally.
In 2005, 2004. So this is bad. This is the worst one. This is a skip. This is a skip immediately. I have no interest in checking out anything more from Tonight Alive. I'm glad they were able to get 400,000 monthly listeners with, I don't know. They must have done something. they hit some sort of. You know what it was? They're Australian. They got that Australian.
Oh yeah, they're detached. They're detached from the rest of the world. Yeah,
that's right. They got the cult fan base in Australia. So
that's what happens. This is like an involuntary island, desert island CD.
This is what they used to torture the prisoners. They sent to Australia. They said, "All right, mate. Now we're gonna put on Tonight Alive. And you're gonna listen to all of it."
Oh,
fuck.
that was pretty good, man.
Fuck no! Please turn it off. I can't stand this.
Oh my god. All right,
So-
let's wrap this up. I've had enough. I'm gonna go get breakfast. So I'm gonna get some scrambled eggs and bacon, and wash down all this misery that you've subjected me to.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude.
It started off pretty good. I actually I mean, the Academy is sounding really damn good right about now.
That's what I'm saying. This Academy is. I might actually listen to him later today, the full record.
All right. But yeah, we'll wrap this one up here. If please, I hope that you guys hated this video just so we don't have to do any more of them. But if you didn't, leave a thumbs up, comment which of these you like. I'm sure that people love like a lot of these bands in the comments. So, and people had asked us to listen to these. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we were holding back a little bit. Like shit went off the rails as it typically does, you know. So I apologize if we
towards the
offended you. Yeah, Elliot, anything else you want to say, or can we be done with this?
No, I'm done, dude. I'm done with music.
Yeah, that's the end of the channel. This is the final episode of Punk Rock Radar ever. Tonight Alive killed the channel.
I'm just gonna listen to like those 2-hour compilations of like coffee jazz lounge music for the rest of my life now.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
give me Kids Bop over this stuff.
hell yeah. So,
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you stayed all the way to the end. Sorry that we got pretty negative. It happens. Apologies. But yeah, we'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.
peace out.